Bill Luster's hung on the outside. There's going to be several trucks get by him probably before he's able to get back down.
Oh, problems with the 07. And he gets spun around. Chris Wimmer in that 07 this week. Bringing out our first caution of the night. Getting into the inside wall. This is one of those tracks they call self-cleaning. The banking will send you to the inside of the track.
Even on the straightaways. That's the hard part about this racetrack. The straightaways are relatively narrow and they're banked.
Well, we'll clear this little episode up when we come back from break. That's Chris Wimmer bringing out our first caution. Mike Skinner's led every lap so far at Bristol.
Blonde hair and some cigarettes. Rocket fuel.
Tomorrow night at 7 on Speed, catch NASCAR Nation. Go off track, in depth, and into the lives of NASCAR's superstars. NASCAR Nation, life beyond the fast lane. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on Speed. Chris Wimmer in that 07 getting towed off the track. This is what took place.
Watch at the very back of this pack right here, all by himself, following the 31 of Nick Tucker, lost the back end, unfortunately made some pretty hard contact with the inside wall.
You hate to spin out. He's in a tough spot right now. Schrader's on the inside of Setzer behind Rudeman there. We got a spin on the backstretch. Johnny Benson's in the middle of it, but I don't know if he went around or not.
Brendan Gaughan having severe damage to that Jasper Dodge. And not looking good for Brendan Gaughan, but this is a track where you can pound the sheet metal back down, get back out onto the track. You don't need all your fenders or hoods, whatever. You've just got to be able to run. And so right now, Brendan Gaughan's going to have to do some work to that Jasper 77. We'll be back and clear up this second caution that's taken place at Bristol after these messages. Welcome back to the NCTS 200 at Bristol on Speed Channel. A great crowd on hand. A beautiful night for racing under the lights.
Watch the 22 of Bill Luster. He gets passed by the 88 Mav Crafton. He tries to duck back in. Unfortunately, Chase Montgomery had already stuck his nose up there. They make some contact. And, Michael, there's the aftermath. The 4th and 5th trucks back are really the victims.
You know, poor Brendan didn't do anything wrong. He just was slowing down for a crash, but it's so tight down in the corners, Phil. You can't see up on the straightaway. You don't know what's going on up there. So Brendan lets off. The guy behind him doesn't. 3 or 4 trucks back, there's always going to be a chain reaction crash, it seems.
And the 4th truck back was that 77. Number 3, as we have been under caution. The 17 has continued to do work on that NTN Bearings Toyota, but it was Bill Manfield bringing out the 3rd caution in that 08.
Now that's just lucky, Phil.
Very lucky, very lucky. Watch this now. Watch David Starr. They actually made some contact with the 52 of Ken Schrader. The 08 came up the hill.
The pit road speed, you'll get busted. It's electronic, and it looked like some guys were just going faster than others. It's interesting to see who's got what pit road speed. How do they know how fast to go?
And we're taking a look at the number 8 of Deborah Renshaw. This is the reason for caution number 4. We'll isolate her as she gets into the turn and has a little help there from Ricky Craven, it looks like, to get spun around.
Well, Ricky was right on the bottom of the racetrack, and plus she actually crowded him a little bit.
Yeah, he was up to her door, and she's a lap down, so you're not going to put up with much of that stuff. And Ricky tried his best to stay off of her. That you have to, if you're going to assess blame, you're going to have to blame that one on her. At Bristol, sometimes it's not fair to assess blame because of what we talked about earlier. It's just so intense, such action. Watch what the leader sees. Everybody stacks up in front of him. He chills out.
That was a big break. You see the blue truck just to the left of your screen. That's Bobby Hamilton, our defending champ.
He's fixing to drive off from him again, Phil. We got a spin right in the middle of a gaggle of trucks. They're going every which way.
Stacking up this short half mile. Ricky Craven getting almost into the wall. Looks like a little bit of damage to that right front.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of damage to the 99 truck. What a horrible... This past 8 races this has been for Ricky Craven. 0 top 10s in the last 8 races for Ricky Craven, and you can see the damage on that Super Chips truck. Look at Bobby Hamilton, a tremendous amount of damage. He may be going right straight behind the wall.
Bobby Hamilton takes that Bailey's Dodge behind the wall. Ricky Craven probably will do the same.
Why does it seem to snowball on you, Phil? You know, you have a couple of bad races, and all of a sudden you look up, you're 8-10 races in, you hadn't had a top 10, and things just aren't going right.
When you don't want to come to Bristol having to have a good race either, because this is so difficult. I'm sure we could probably see some replays of this, but Ricky Craven may have certainly been a victim here, and unfortunately, he and Bobby Hamilton are going to be the worst benefactors of this thing.
And the numbers you were talking about, Ricky Craven, he had 7 top 10 finishes in his first 8 races of this season, but his best finish in the last 8 races has been 13th.
Ugh, man, that breaks your heart. You get off to a good start, and you think this is going to be a good year for me, and then all of a sudden it turns around. Let's see what happens, Phil.
There's a 59 of Robert Presley. See, there's the 08. See what happens when we get down to the corner. The 59 and the 08 make some contact. Here comes Bobby right into the back of the 99 of Ricky Craven. Rick Crawford gets a pretty good piece of that with a circle bar forward.
You just got to know that Bobby Hamilton had no idea what was going on up ahead. The spotter sees it. By the time the spotter pushes his button and says, Bobby, we've got to spin, Bobby's in the middle of it.
He's already halfway through the truck of Ricky Craven.
I don't want to throw Bobby under the bus here, but this is a situation where the truck right in front of him is slowing down. He's got to be able to be aware of that, doesn't he?
No. He had enough of a gap behind him. He had no idea what was happening, and it happens. Remember at the opening of the show, I said it multiplied by 10. That's how quickly it's just out of control how quickly things. Oh,
the
gone.
O'Reilly 200 presented by Valvoline. We are taking a look at the right side of the 46 of Dennis Setzer. It is flat, meaning he has had contact with the wall.
We talked about Dennis Setzer trying to survive this race. Watch him go down to turn number 1. Push.
Right there, the right front tire goes down.
Right front tire went down. You see him lock the brakes up to try to stop that truck from hitting the wall. Unfortunately, makes some pretty hard contact. Let's see if we can take another look at it.
Now you
look
see,
at the top of your screen, middle of your screen there. He makes some pretty hard contact with the outside wall. He's not going to be able to run competitively. At the very least, he's going to have to make a pit stop, and he's going to go to the back of the lead lap trucks if he can stay on the lead lap.
Listen to this, Phil. You've heard this before. Oh.
And that's how quick it happens, too.
Clear low, clear low.
And you try to hit the brakes like Dennis did.